Hello everybody and welcome to the Gamestormers. It is a Barry only stream again this time, unfortunately. Christopher is away on work, business, things, because he's a very important boy and we all love and miss him dearly. But in his stead, it's going to be me, and we are going to be playing some games that you guys voted in for me to play. So we are starting the night with some Age of Empires 2, which should be quite fun, because we're getting a special guest in to train me up. And then hopefully we're going to get some of you guys into... Well, my plan is, he'll train me, you guys watch me get trained, you guys also get trained. And then we will all verse Ash. So we're going to go against him and see if we can beat the pants off of him. Probably unlikely, but we'll give it a shot. Speaking of, let's get him on the horn right now. Hello, Ash. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, how you going?
I'm good, thanks, man. I am a little bit nervous, I've got to admit, because I remember last time we versed each other, and it was not a fun time for me. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I like the just sudden invitation that everyone's going to be versing me. I recall signing up for that one. That's going to be fun. I'm going to be hilariously trounced.
Don't know about that.
Alright, so first of all, pick a civilization that you are comfortable with, is my suggestion.
Alright, I'm going to jump into the game. Hey, look, it worked, everybody, it worked, bam! See, I did the transition and everything this time. Elfish, this is Brother Ash, not the Champer Man. I'm just going to get my chat set up real quick, like,
yeah. Forgot about that whole confusion of the Ashes.
Yeah. And no, not the cricket match. There's a few Ashes that we know, so they have an Ash off every now and again. Oh, that's perfect. I just did something really cool with the chat. Okay, so do all the audio levels and everything sound good, guys? Because I need to know. Does my voice sound sultry and sexy?
Well, to me, it's a Banana-rama.
Banana Town, welcome. Alright, I'm going to go the Huns, because the Huns don't need houses. They just sleep on the ground.
That's actually a really good decision, because Huns are, on the competitive scene, they are the most played race. And the reason for that is not having the houses, which means that they can spam up very quickly. Also because they have some of the cheapest archers and then cavalry archers in the game, which makes them just ridiculous to spam if you can... if you can micromanage. Now, I can't micromanage, so that's where I fall short. But I can get the building speed up, so that's fine. But yeah, the micromanagement of shooting an arrow, step your guys back, shoot an arrow, step your guys back, not so much. That's not my thing.
Okay.
So I'll play Huns as well, so I can teach you along those lines. Now, it is interesting because Huns play very differently to everyone else because of that housing. For example, at the start of a normal game, you would assign 2 of your villagers to build your first house and 1 of your villagers to build your second house, and then immediately start training a villager.
Okay.
Because you're not playing Huns, you're just going to immediately assign them to getting resources. Another few tricks along the way, I mean, I might as well ready up so we can get started with the play.
Yeah!
Another few tricks along the way is a lot of people on the pro scene will use their sheep rather than to just get food from them and leave them huddled underneath the town center. They'll actually use them to scout out their immediate area.
Oh, that's awesome, Ash. I do that. I send my sheep out, but they always get taken by someone else. So.
Well, you don't send them too far. That's the trick. You just send them out to scout the immediate map area.
Gotcha. See what I do? Sheep to each corner of the globe.
If you manage to find one of your far out sheep, like one of the 2... There's 2 groups that are 2 batches of 2. Confusing to say. If you manage to find one of them, typically they will use that as a scouts. They won't really worry about getting food from them unless they need that extra food. So with your first villagers, you pretty much want to send 2 of them to food and 1 to wood.
Yep. Alright, I'll do that now.
Your first building will typically be a lumber mill or the mill if you want to get more food up faster, and you should already have villagers queued up at your town center.
Yep, so build a mill.
Yep.
Got it.
Obviously, put your scout on control group 1 so you can quickly access him at any time.
Oh, yeah.
And when you click on your town center, you want to hit A. Just like mash the A key to queue up as many villages as you can on that.
Hold on, what was that? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Elfish singing Mulan's song. Also, Andrew Roberts, we unfortunately we don't get the Rocky theme because that's copyright. But just imagine it going in your head. Let's get down to business. Sorry.
Whenever you click on your town center, you want to hit A to quick queue rather than waste your time.
Oh, I feel like such a pro. Holy shit, Ash. Oh, smash that A button.
The most important thing in the game is quick keys for everything. So, like,
abandon.
For example, hitting. A lot of people also change their hotkeys to make it a bit easier for them. For example, full stop and comma are your quick queue for idle soldiers, and full stop is for your idle villagers, which is really helpful if you've got idle villagers to just mash that every now and then to make sure that you've got all your guys doing their job all the time. You don't want anyone standing around for no reason.
Gotcha. I mean, not enough food.
So once you've got a few villagers going, you want to assign 3 or 4, your first 3 or 4 to food, and you want to assign a second one to wood, and then eventually a third one to wood. By the time you get your third one out, you want to have one of them building a lumber mill.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't already done so.
Let's get this lumbering full over here.
Now, you should always be scouting around the immediate area with your scout this entire time.
Oh, whoops.
There's no reason to ever let him go.
Never, ever let him go.
You basically make big loops around your base until you find your sheep, and the other thing that you're looking for is your boar. You should have 2 boar near your base.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got one so far.
So once you have your boar, I see your scout near my base. Hello.
Hello. Oh, he's right in there. Hello, buddy. Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Oh no, oh no, no, please, oh no.
He might now.
You made him a dead man. Alright, so that's enough. That is enough lumber out of you boys. Get out of here. You can make a mill. Oh no.
With your
hello, Mr. Fails Games, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna fail badly at Age of Empires 2. Sorry, Ash. I'm just greeting our new friend. Hey, J-Mac.
With one of your villagers now, you want to make sure you've researched Loom to increase their survivability chances.
Oh.
But you want to send one of your villagers over to the boar, and you want to let him fire twice. Now, the reason for twice is if you just let him fire once, due to lag, the boar may run back to its spawn point.
So fine.
You want him to fire twice, and then immediately send him back to your base. While he's on the way, you want your villagers to deposit all the food that they currently have on them, and then start firing at the boar as well. Then once you kill him, you can assign most of them to go collect from the boar, but you want 1 or 2 to still finish off that last sheep. Now, if you can time it right, you can literally get it so that your villagers hand in the food and finish the last sheep off literally as the boar appears.
I really do it, or they kill the boar. Oh no! Aww. Shit.
You want to assign about 5 or 6 villagers to kill the boar.
Whoops.
Have the other one just run loops around your town center until he dies.
Gotcha. So you aggro him. Is that correct?
Try and kill the boar as close under your town center as possible.
You see, that's my problem. I let one of my villagers die and only used 3 villagers. Whoops.
That's alright. I mean, even the pros occasionally let that happen because they're too busy trying to micromanage several other things at the same time.
Yeah,
so once
that's
you've got your
tough.
first sets of sheep and you've started getting your boar in, you want to start sending your scout. Obviously, yours is dead, so it's not going to work.
Whoops.
But you actually already did the thing that I was going to say anyways. You've already scouted out my location, so you know where I am anyways.
Yep, gotcha.
So that's what you want to start scouting at. You will probably want to get another scout as soon as possible because in this game, knowledge is power. So knowing what your opponent is trying to do and planning, you'll have a good idea of what you should do to counter them.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not just sort of like it's not good assuming. It's best to know by sending like units over consistently.
Exactly right. Now, having said that, there are ways to assume by what race they're playing as, if you've seen them play before and stuff like that, you can generally assume what they're doing. Now the pros, I don't do it, but the pros can actually watch your score and work out what you're doing from that as well.
Oh, what the hell, man?
Yeah, so it's basically when you upgrade to the next age, they will see the drop in your score.
Mm-hmm.
I have to let my villager die as well. So they'll see that and they know immediately that you've started upgrading to the next stage. So they know that there is a period of time where you can't get more villagers out, so that's the best time to try and raid you.
Oh, that is so rough. Also, just a quick side note, greetings and salty stations to everyone, especially Metric Dunn, Andrew Roberts, JMac, Elfish, and Mr. Falls Games if you're still around. I forgot to give you our formal greeting, my bad. Thank you very much for reminding me, Mr. Dunn. Yes, alright, so I've got a... that's a lumber mill, Barry. That's not a farm, you dolt.
Now, as you're starting to upgrade to the feudal age,
yep,
which you should be doing around about now, you want to be sending a villager to build a barracks.
Gotcha. Oh, he never suspected it. Oh, it's an upset. Yeah, revolt of the villagers, and he's gone. Well, shit. All right, cool. Sorry, I did not pay attention to anything you said. I should be focusing on upgrading to the feudal age soon, you said?
Yeah, so you should already be going up to the feudal age. Like, I'm about to finish going up to the feudal age now.
Gotcha.
And as you start going up to the feudal age, you want to build your barracks so that hopefully by the time you have progressed to the feudal age, you can immediately drop down your archery range, and then immediately start training archers and trying to murder your opponent.
Cool, gotcha. Because that is the point of the game: wanton murder of your enemy.
Now, one thing that the Huns can't do as well as the other races is, rather than building walls out of palisades and stone walls and everything like that, a lot of players will actually use their base buildings to build their initial walls to defend their base.
Gotcha.
And it works really, really well.
Cool. So like physical blockades out of buildings.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, they'll eventually burst their way through the building, but by the time they do that, you have probably built another wall behind it, or it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, gotcha.
You've had that time to prepare your army and get in there and stop them.
Understood. All right. Also,
in a game like this where it's just 1v1 fighting back and forth, the best strategy typically, especially with the Huns, is you get up to the feudal age and you build 1 or 2 archer ranges and you start spamming archers, and you want to try and basically harass their development line and kill off a few villages where you can, or even if you don't kill them, just distract them enough to not get resources.
Gotcha.
Every second they're not getting resources, you're getting ahead of the game.
That is so sneaky and also a little bit cheeky. Alright, here we go. Time to start this family feud. All age. Alright, so, I should be focusing on making a barracks, you were saying, yeah?
Yeah. Well, so, another thing to keep in mind now, it won't be sort of an issue right now, is the distance between gathering resources does make a big difference in the long run, but not much in the short run. So having your farms right next to your mill or right next to your town center is the best possible place for them at the moment.
Yeah.
As your lumber camp starts to cut away at the wood, you want to build another one to replenish it. Even though it seems like a waste of wood, it actually increases the amount of wood you get over the short period of time.
Cool, gotcha. So always make sure that you're reducing the distance between resources and resource gathering areas.
As much as possible.
Yeah, gotcha. So like for example, my lumber mill has a small area around it. Once it gets to like say more than a second of travel time each way, I should destroy it and build another?
A little bit more than that, but yeah, around about there.
Okay.
You also want to, just before you get up to feudal age, you want to assign maybe 1 or 2 villages to start getting gold.
Okay.
because
Get that
archers
gold.
will use a lot of gold, and you want to start assigning more villagers to getting wood. So you actually want to, at this point, have more to getting wood than you are food, because you only need about 6 farms to maintain constantly training a villager. And
Gotcha.
because archers don't use food, there's no need for more than that at the moment.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just there we go. I've just adjusted my own face. That was very interesting. I shouldn't be in the way anymore.
And then from there, you basically start assigning the villagers as you need them. After you've got 2 or 3 on gold and several on wood and several on food, you want to start assigning between food and wood and gold, wood and gold, wood and gold, and then once you feel like you're comfortable, you can start assigning them more to food, so that you start building up and get ready for the castle age.
Gotcha. So at the moment, wood and gold are the 2 main sort of draws.
A lot of games will actually end in the feudal age, or just go into the castle age.
Wow, just because people just wreck themselves on each other.
Yeah, they spend the whole time in there because units are cheap, they can get them out fast enough. They don't need to spend all their resources on upgrades that they're not necessarily going to be using.
Gotcha, that makes sense. You'd rather flood the enemy with cheaper units rather than spend more money and wait and risk yourself.
Now, one thing I didn't even do myself, but is a typical thing that should be done, and for future reference, you typically want to start going up to the feudal age at 21 population.
Okay, interesting.
It's what they consider the meta for. You've got the right amount of guys getting enough resources to be able to go up.
Yep, gotcha.
So that it covers the amount of resources that you need while you're going up. However, if you want to do what they call fast castling, you actually want to hold off on getting up to feudal age and go for 26 villages instead.
Okay. Fast castling?
Yeah, so it means you take longer to get to the feudal age, but basically the moment you research feudal age, you drop down a blacksmith and, say, an archery range, or a market, or a stables, whichever one you want to go for.
Yeah.
And the moment those buildings are done, you immediately go to the castle age because you've already got the resources in the bank.
Gotcha, so just like shoot straight up. Alright, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
quick...
you only do that if your base is fairly defensive.
Gotcha. Quick testing the water, guys. Has anyone that's watching got Age of Empires installed and is willing to play against Ashley here, our pro player? Because I will absolutely need help. I have no illusions that I have anything to offer. I'll probably, if anything, I'll be a hindrance to the team. So if someone thinks that they are man or woman enough to try and help me, please do. Sorry, Ash, go on.
No. So yeah, this is just basically giving you the basic ideas. There are several different ways to play, and it really depends on who you're fighting against, what kind of map, what the scenario is. Like for us, we're just playing Total Annihilation, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas, there's forts, there's Wonder Capture, there's Nomad, which is my personal favorite game mode. There's all different ways to play.
Okay. So I didn't even know there were other ways to play.
Oh yeah, there's heaps. So for example, in forts, there's literally no point trying to attack each other in the feudal age because you don't have a way of getting through the stone walls that the enemy starts the game with. So you will immediately go straight up to the castle age. And those games typically consist of lots of monks. It's just the way the meta works because you're very defensive, you've got a lot of gold back there, and knights and stuff are not going to really do much, so you use monks to convert stuff and to get it back onto your side. It ends with these hilarious little Wallalo battles.
Oh, gotta love a little bit of the old Wallalo. Wallalo. I would like to build one of those men.
Now, see, by now, normally, I would already be attacking your villager line.
Gotcha. You son of a bitch. That's my problem. I wait too long.
Yeah, so the moment you get your archery range up, you should start training archers from it. And you don't have to queue up a whole lot, but you want to have one training pretty much constantly.
Okay.
And to do that, you need about 5 villagers on gold and about 6 or 7. It's been a long time since I've played. About 6 or 7 on wood, and that will maintain constantly training an archer from that archery range. And then after that, you want to basically double that to get another archery range going. And
That's
you just
having
keep
going
doing
on.
that and start spamming little groups of archers. Once you get about 4 archers, you send it over and start harassing their resources like I'm doing to you right now.
Gotcha. That's very rude.
So
Attack!
Rather than sending the villagers at me, you want to get those villagers away from me right now, because I will murder them all.
Okay.
And every single one of them that I kill is a big amount of resources lost for you.
Gotcha. What if it's a surprise attack? Nah! 2 fronts.
So see how I'm strafing my archers a bit so that they get hit less?
Okay. So they actually...
Try and do that. Yeah, because they're
Oh, wow.
guaranteed hit. They
That's
actually
interesting.
miss.
So they're like physically... oh, wow. That really... Holy shit, Ash.
So
This lady is a Death Wish. Sorry.
it's not until about Castle Age that you can research ability, which not even all teams get it, mind you, but it's not until about Castle Age that you can research an ability that makes archers 100% accurate.
Oh, okay.
Until
So
that point, they're not, and that makes a big deal.
that was insane. Like, I sent over 4 archers and just... Yeah.
You'd already hit my archers down a little bit, but yeah, just the whole difference of not taking a hit. The other thing to keep in mind is you want to get your blacksmith built fairly soon once you started building a few more archers.
Yep.
And you want to research, I believe it's called Bodkin Arrow, I can remember the name of it. It's the first arrow damage and range upgrade. That makes a significant difference, and it's not that expensive to do.
Gotcha.
The next thing you want to do once you do get to Castle Age, which won't happen for a little bit, but once you get to Castle Age, the moment you hit Castle Age, you want to research Crossbowman from one of your archery ranges. It's very, very cheap, but the significant difference in your archers is well worth it.
Okay. So, Crossbowman is worthy upgrade.
Oh yeah.
Also, no worries, Metric done. That's fine, man. But thank you very much for your consideration. And, Andrew, you suck. Have you got MBN, or what's going on there? What's the situation? Okay, so right now my lumber camp is like probably 3 seconds travel away from the guys, so I'll get them all to build a new one, yeah?
Yeah, that's probably a good time to reset it now.
Alright.
I'm going to send you some sheep as a care package.
Oh, you're a lovely boy. Alright, I'll get all of you to build a new lumber camp, please. Pretty please. There we go. Lovely. Alright. Back to the villager pile.
So now, because I've killed off several of your villagers, I have a significant advantage. So regardless of what else has happened, I have an advantage just in that regard, because you're going to take time to get one villager back at a time, and at the same time I'm still getting more villagers.
Gotcha.
So that's how much of a difference it can make. So one thing you can do is, if you think that your tree line, which is the typical place, if you think your tree line or your gold is going to be attacked because it's out in the open a bit,
Yep.
or away from your town center, is you can build a tower there. They're not that expensive. It will delay you getting another town center earlier on, but they're not that expensive, and it will just help fend off archers, because unless they can get to the base of that tower, it's just going to kill them.
Gotcha. So build it on the other side of the...
So build it where you guys are cutting down the wood.
Yeah.
And then the typical thing that people do is they build palisade walls around it, 4 blocks of palisade wall, because then I can't get to the base of it. And if I can't get to the base of it, I've got no safe zone where it can't hit me.
Gotcha.
And then you just garrison a few villages in there and just mow my archers down.
Awesome. Oh god. You are progressing so quickly. Hot damn. Alright. How are we
And
looking?
basically, once you hit Castle Age, you want to, if you've got the resources for it, build another town center somewhere, because most people typically only build, like most new players typically only build the one town center, and they rely on about, say, 20 to 30 villager population, or sometimes 40 if they're a bit more experienced. But honestly, most pro games, you'll see that their villager population is about 100.
Shit.
80 to 100. Like, they spamming units so quickly that they need that huge amount of resources coming in constantly.
That's craziness. Oh, wow, Andrew. 15 kilobytes a second. That's ridiculous, man. I feel for you. Oh. Alright, let's have a look here. I'm gonna see if I can do one of these sneaky cheekies. I might get you to do one of these ones, please. Thank you. Alright.
So as soon as you can, you want to also research in the town center wheelbarrow.
Yep.
Early on in the game, it's not that great, but as the game progresses, it will just pay for itself tenfold.
Gotcha. Yeah, I did that early on because I'm like, I might as well maximize the amount that my villagers actually chalk up.
Yeah.
Okay, I might do one of these ones. This is getting a little bit redonky dicks. So I'll make one of them. Almost.
And
Hold.
by the time you get to the castle age, you want to have a stables down as well, because you're the Huns, you're gonna convert into cavalry archers. It's the best unit for them. There's no reason not to do it. And by having the stables, you can research husbandry, which increases their movement speed, and then later on you'll get other research as well, which is just worth it.
Awesome. Alright, I might jump on that little bandy wagon. Alright, so make the horsies, make the nay-nay. Alright. Il stabello. Cool. So I am starting to get some stuff done. Can you measure your, like, because like clicks per second or something is, like actions per second or something is a thing, isn't it?
You can't measure it in this. You can't measure it in this. Stuff like StarCraft and that you can, because it's literally built around that kind of stuff. But this, you've got to remember how old this game is. They don't measure that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
However, saying that, there is a platform that existed before the HD edition came out called Voobly, which is where most of the professional players do play on, and you can measure that kind of stuff through it. It's got spectator mode and all that kind of jazz.
Gotcha. So it's just like kind of like a mod.
At your base early on is your town center. If you can funnel my troops towards the town center and get your villagers to garrison inside it, you just mow them down. So you kind of want to wall off the entrances to your main resources and wall it in a way that kind of funnels me towards your base.
Gotcha.
Or just, flat out wall it out.
Your firing line is really not good for me.
Now, the other thing is, see how I'm taking this hill here?
Mm-hmm. High ground?
Well, higher ground actually means something in this game. So, while you're on the lower ground, you're going to deal 25% less damage to me, and I'm going to deal 25% more damage to you.
Holy shit, Ash, that's ridiculous.
So you'll see you had twice the amount of archers as me, and
yeah.
I pretty much killed off your entire army.
Oh, 1v1 me, bro. Oh no, this is a bad time.
So he was left with 2 health, but that's how much of a difference the high ground can make, and that's why you watch pro players. They'll literally constantly, they won't even engage each other. They'll literally run around each other in circles, trying to make sure that they're the one on the high ground.
Gotcha. Wow, that's full on.
Because it makes that big of a difference, and it also works for towers and castles. So if you can build your front defensive line, like castle, on a hill, it's going to survive better against trebuchets. It's going to deal more damage to attacking foes. It just makes a significant difference. Now, interestingly, if you build, say, a castle or something, or if you have troops above a cliffside,
yep,
they will get the defensive bonus, but they won't get the attack bonus.
Okay, interesting.
But, I mean, they get the bonus of the fact that the unit has to run around the cliff to get to you. But, yeah, they don't get that other bonus of the extra attack damage.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, this crossbowman's only got 2 health, so you could run him down with some villagers. I'm just going to run him into the town center and let you kill him.
Hey, I did it!
Not very good at the micro game.
Oh, that's fine. Liam, thank you very much for the pro hack. Remember, Barry, if you manage to shoot down a bird, you'll get a passive 3 gold per minute for every bird. So that's some real sweet hacks right there. So I might try and...
It's also not true.
No, what are you talking about? It's definitely the pro gamer strats.
Sorry to ruin the bubble.
No, you're just trying to get inside my head. I see what you're doing there, you cheeky bugger.
I see you played Archer Birdie before.
Alright, so I've now got my nays. So, Cavalry Archer, you're saying, yeah? That's my unit.
Yeah, Cavalry Archers are the way to go. Because the Huns actually get a reduced cost in them. Now, normally Cavalry Archers are stupidly expensive, but with the reduced costs, they're only 36 wood, 54 gold, which is still very expensive, but they're such a powerful unit. They can micromanage, they've got range, they've got high damage, and they've got good health. They're literally the perfect thing. Because archers against siege weapons is just hilarious to watch an entire group of archers get killed in a single hit from the catapult.
Oh, really?
So having that extra health means that they can take a hit, and possibly 2, depending on how badly they get hit.
Wow. Gotcha!
So as soon as you can, you want to get, as I said, your second town center up, and you want to probably build it near some stone or some gold, because you can use it as a defensive building.
Okay.
And then start pumping out villages from both of them at the same time.
Okay. So does town center need some gold, you reckon, yeah?
That's a good place to put it, because gold is king.
Yeah.
If you have gold, you're going to win the game. Well, not necessarily, but you've got a much better chance. As soon as your opponent runs out of gold, you've won.
Okay.
Gold units are just that much better than non-gold units that it's just worthless to fight against it.
Gotcha. So gold is key. Got it. What I might do... Oh. I'm going to build
So
one
the
of
hard
these.
counters to archers are typically a single mangonel will pretty much put a hold to an archer rush. It takes next to no damage from it because arrows do nothing to wood. And it just does so much damage to them that you can watch a game where they've got like 60 archers and this one mangonel is literally keeping them out of the base.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you want, grab a siege workshop as soon as you can as well.
Alright, so CG boys.
Now, mangonels are expensive. They're 135 gold and 160 wood.
Jesus.
They take a long time to train and they're slow, so they're typically used as a defensive unit rather than an aggressive unit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the great thing about Huns is if someone starts hard countering you, so like building lots of siege or pikemen to run down the cavalry archers, they've got good cavalry anyways, and they've got a good all-rounder as well, so you can quickly change to something else if you need to.
Okay. Alright, still not thoroughly happy with my prospects, but I'm getting there. I'm just like, I'm so bad at organizing things, especially myself, let alone micromanaging a simulated civilization.
Have a look at your resources tab. So down the bottom right hand side of the map there should be a little pile of gold. If you click on that, it will tell you how many units of each kind, every villager of each kind you've got. You kind of want to have, by about this point, about 15-ish lumberjacks, about 15-ish farmers, and probably around about 15 gold miners as well. For a balanced economy, obviously you want to put a bit more into wood and gold if you're focusing heavily on the archers and just spamming them. Like, for instance, I've been kind of lax. I haven't been training archers for quite some time now. I should have been doing so.
Gotcha. Don't worry, Ash, that makes me feel a bit better about myself. That's fine. There we go. Alright. So we are slowly but surely making headway. So I can do some of this. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, that's very nice.
Once you build up your base a bit more and get a university, you want to get ballistics really early on. It makes your cavalry archers, your towers, and ships, if you're playing naval combat, fire more accurately at moving targets, which is insanely useful.
That's like what you need, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the bee's knees. And then after that, you want to probably get murder holes if you've got a few towers or a castle or something up, because it's fantastic. It means that they will attack even if the enemy is at the base of the tower.
Okay.
Very, very useful.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's like no minimum range for it to hit. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay. Alright. Get him on here.
And what you want to really do is, because you know that I'm on the offensive, you kind of want to wall off your base, even with palisade walls. Like, palisade walls are crap.
Yeah.
Die very easily. But that extra few seconds that I need to spend getting through it means that you know where I'm coming from and you can react to it. The worst thing is me getting through to the back of your villager line and just mowing down your villagers one by one. I will literally let my entire army die if I can get like 20 of your villagers dead.
Wow.
Because that's going to put a significant hamper on your resources while I build up another army.
Yeah, it's true. So I'm just like... Whoa. That's not... This is not what I want. But it might work. Perfect. If you guys saw that... Oh, lordy. What have you done to me? No! Oh, that's my life. I see it. I see it flashing before my eyes. You have...
So what you want to do is, while I'm attacking you, you want to get your villagers out of there. Even if you have to ring the town bell, you kind of want to avoid ringing the town bell if possible, but it will immediately cause your villagers to run into the safest place nearby.
Yeah.
Which, kind of helpful.
A little bit. So guys, this is what you're witnessing right now is a murder. So if you call the police, it'd be muchly appreciated. Well, there's no one left to save. Send in the CSI.
So while your town center's got you guys in it, they're much safer. They're gonna fight back, and I'm cavalry archers. I'm archers. Archers are useless against buildings, so I would sit there just murdering my own guys trying to kill you.
Gotcha. I should have got them back to the town center so they're protected.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
But obviously, you also don't want to hold them in there for forever. So you want to get your army up. You want to see if you've got another gold line. Now, unfortunately, if you had both your golds right next to each other, which means it's really easy for me to attack you and harass you. So what you want to do in that case is build a tower on it. You want to build some walls around it and stop me from being able to get in there and harass it. You don't want to obviously build the walls right next to the gold because I'm an archer unit. You want to build it further out and force me away from that area. And you want to try and use as little walls as possible. So you want to find choke points and build the walls across there.
Yeah, gotcha. Yes, I just sort of got greedy. Oh well, she tried.
The other thing is, if you don't want me to set over your archery range and just murder your guys, what you can do is you can set the garrison point on the building itself, and when your guys are trained, they'll stay inside the building up to a certain amount. I think it's 5 or 6.
Ah.
And then you can release them all at once, and it gives you just a better chance of survival doing that.
Yeah, that's cool. Just sort of like unleash the hounds.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, that's
It
sick.
just means that they're not just sitting there getting picked off one by one, and it's just a murder fest.
Yeah, I had no idea that was a thing. I've already learned something. Look at that. Alright, so I'm going to have to do one of these ones. Just make all of my villagers have sex. And make more village babies. Okay.
So yeah, the hard counters for if you know you're playing against the Huns or Archers is building up walls and stuff. So for example, directly above your stables is a cliff with one tree and then a tree line. I would build a wall there because that immediately cuts me off from that entire north side of your base.
Yeah.
I have to then go entirely around the cliffside, which is then also easily walled off by the trees there. And it means I have to go all the way around the back of your base just to get to your gold, which is obviously not ideal. Now, your gold's in a crap location, unfortunately. You've got a very, very open area in front of it. But you do have a hill there, so you could put a tower on that hill and build some palisades around it to help defend a little bit.
Yep.
But it's not going to be ideal, obviously. So the way pros will play is they will look at their map as soon as the game starts. They'll go, all right, what's around me, what resources, and they'll decide immediately right then and there if they're going to play aggressively or defensively. So if you've got gold at the back of your base, really easy to defend, you're going to play defensively.
Yeah.
Because there's no point to go aggressive. You've got a safe territory you can hold back. But if you've got gold open or at the front of your base, like yours is at the side, but it's open. You want to play more aggressively, so you want to get up to the feudal edge fast. You want to get archers out, and you want to start harassing me to keep me in my base. Because as long as you can keep my units in my base defending, I'm not harassing you.
Yeah, gotcha. So like, yeah. I think I understand.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I haven't even bothered really walling up my base. I've walled the front a little bit with some of my buildings, but I know that I don't need to wall my base because you're not attacking me, I'm attacking you.
Yeah, you're on the attack. Yeah, gotcha. I pose literally 0 threat.
I don't even have my car tomorrow though.
Okay. See, it's hard. I don't know how, like, I don't want to waste resources, right? Like, you just sent in a small army and they could have easily wiped me out. How do you know when that's enough? Apart from me being a shit player.
What do you mean, enough to defend or attack?
Yeah, like, for example, you don't want to waste resources, right?
Five guys is enough to attack. If you can get into the base and start killing villagers, if you kill 1 or 2, those 5 guys have paid for themselves.
Gotcha.
Because while a villager is only 50 food, it's time, it's resources that are getting gathered or not getting gathered, and they pay for themselves after 5 collections of food anyways. So for every moment that I am not getting resources, I'm at a hindrance.
Gotcha. Oh, well then. I'll see you guys later. Get the villagers. Do your job. Do it. Do him in. Get him. Get the... I'm trying. I might not be trying very well, but I'm certainly trying.
No, that was actually a fantastic attack. Unfortunately, you ran straight into my army, which was bad luck.
I was like, oh, cool. There's no one here. Oh, there's... Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the other thing you want to try and look at is if you are keeping some units back, you want to find where you think your opponent will come from and just have 1 or 2 units there. And again, even if they just get slaughtered, it's knowledge. You know where they're coming from. And you could possibly pick off 1 or 2 units. If you've got your army sitting back at your base, you don't want it just sitting next to your archery range at the back of your base. It's pointless there. You want it at the front line where it's going to defend your base and stop a possible attack.
Gotcha.
You don't want to also just attack straight from the front. You want to probe your enemy's defenses and work out where they have...
Like, where's the soft spot?
Yeah, basically where they haven't paid attention to, and try and look for like holes in the tree line that they may have not noticed, or like a single tree. One really dodgy trick that people do is actually where you attacked from. If you look right there, to see that one little tree in the gap there.
Where? Hold on.
Where you came up towards my town center.
Yep.
So see that one little tree in the gap there near the cliff.
Yep.
I have now built a wall there, but if you sent a villager there and let him cut down that tree and then told him to build a wall on it and then delete that wall, that tree's immediately gone.
Oh, what?
And you can just break through my wall immediately like that. So my stone walls literally count for nothing if you do that.
That's so cheeky.
And I've watched games where the player's been on the back step for so long and then they've done that and immediately changed the game around.
That's insanity.
They've gotten into what they thought was a perfectly defendable position and just murdered them.
That's some scary stuff.
I mean, yeah, so what I'm doing wrong here is I'm sitting back and not attacking you. I should be constantly applying harassment to you, constantly sending units at you. I shouldn't give you a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
basically, I should have ended the game a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you absolutely should have. Also, Ash, you've got an Andrew McGuinness who says to crush me.
Yes.
Don't worry, other Andrew. It's going to happen very soon.
So now I'm in Imperial Age. Now the thing about Imperial Age is the upgrades that Imperial Age give are significant.
Okay.
So also the fact that I can, if I have a castle, I can build trebuchets. You don't want to leave me in Imperial Age for too long. You want to start getting up to Imperial Age as soon as you possibly can.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. I need to build another thing. I thought I did. That's what confused me. I thought I was already there, but I wasn't. Is it worth running around now? Or not really?
So it's not so much worth running around because the upgrades I've got allow me to shoot fairly accurately, but what you want to do is you've got guys still fighting on the bottom of the hill. You want to get them up
Oh,
on
that's
the hill. Even if they take 1 or 2 hits.
Didn't even
You want to
notice.
get up on that hill.
Because that percentage difference. Well,
Yeah, it's such a 50 damage swap. Like, it's so significant, it literally changes the outcome of the fight.
that's incredible. Alright, so I'd go like this.
Like, if you see a pikeman on the top of the hill fighting against a knight, normally a knight should kill him, but take a decent amount of damage. With the hill difference, he'll literally slaughter the knight as if it's nothing.
Come and get me. Come and get me. Oh, you missed. Come and get me. Oh, well, you got me. You followed my instructions. Congratulations. I win. Alright. Yay! Just like keep putting him at the top of the hill. Oh, man.
So don't forget, keep them inside your base until you get a few of them built up. You don't want to just throw them out to the slaughter.
Yeah, I tried doing that. I put the garrison point inside, but only one of them stayed in there.
Oh, that's interesting. Should be more.
Okay.
Should be able to hold up to 10.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get my water bottle.
Strange.
You can tell them to manually garrison as well, but it will only garrison units of that type. So only archers can garrison inside the archer range. Only barracks units can barracks.
Yeah, gotcha.
Barracks and stuff like that.
No, run, Sally.
So, as you know, I'm going to constantly harass your gold line. It's the most important resource for you for the game. So, if I just sit up here on this hill right now, in between the middle of your gold line, there is literally nothing you can do to stop me.
Yeah, that's balls. That's balls, Ashley. Why you do? Why no? There's just farming. They're just getting beetroots. They just want to get food, Ashley. Stop it. Alright, so I just had an idea, which it's a little bit too late to enact now. I was like, alright, if I'm going to build a castle, I should build a castle where my gold line is, so I've got some sort of defensible position.
If you built a castle either where my cavalry are or on the hill to the right of it, that'd be fantastic. That'll defend your base fantastically.
Yeah. Well... That's well, yeah. Would have been good. That my like special unit comes out of the castle, correct?
Yeah, all special units do, except for a few armies. They come out of different places. Like Vikings can train it from the barracks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, in this particular case where I'm spamming you with cavalry archers and you can't build enough cavalry archers, what I'd suggest doing is getting pikemen. Building up a massive force of pikemen in your barracks, like hold them in the barracks, and then just swarm them at me. They're really, really, really cheap. And yeah, sure, they'll die in the throws, but you just need to swarm me and then get your cavalry archers to soak up the damage in between.
Gotcha. So sort of have like a two-layered attack, have like a front line and a back line.
Yeah. So knowing what counters what is very important. So just sending waves after waves of cavalry archers at me, not a good idea. My cavalry archers are heavy cavalry because I'm Imperial Age, I've got better upgrades, and I've got more of them. You're going to lose every single time.
Okay.
So you need to send useless units that you don't care about losing, that don't cost much, to try and bulk up your army enough to allow you to get your better units onto the field.
Gotcha. So it's almost just like cannon fodder, pretty much. Just giving you enough targets to aim at, apart from what you should be aiming at.
So, for example, if I was playing a infantry-heavy army, a really good counter for that is Scorpions from the Siege Workshop, because it will just murder them. Because Scorpions hit through lines of units, and infantry just move too slowly, so it just kills them. It also has a bonus against infantry, so it's going to kill them even faster. Now I've got my trebuchets attacking your town.
Oh,
so
you certainly do. Where the
even your villagers.
Jesus.
Onto it. Like, don't let me hit that.
Oh, you ain't gonna hit this. You son of a bitch, how dare you.
You probably also wanted to send some of your villagers to repair your town.
Yeah. Oh. Do I have enough resources to make a new one? Do them in, villagers. What are you doing?
Villagers will not automatically attack. You need to specifically tell them to attack.
You're dumb shits.
I love playing as the Spanish because there's a bit of a troll you can do with them, which is one of their unique researchers makes their villagers insanely powerful, like stupidly overpowered.
Okay.
However, because their villagers still, you still have to manually tell them to attack, but you can literally send in like 30 villagers and take out a town center or a castle.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, it's hilarious to watch, and it's hilarious to watch like new players who don't know that tactic watch their buildings literally melt under the force of these villagers.
It's like, oh, that's cute, this village is oh lordy, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh boy. See, this is not...
You're doing a good tactic, sending the villagers to kill it because they use bludgeoning damage rather than piercing, so archers are literally useless against siege rams.
Okay.
You're doing 1 damage at a time.
This is just...
Actually, if you watch a game against Hun versus Hun players, you will see that they'll actually start near the end of the game, start bringing siege rams into the battle, not to fight buildings, but to literally sit there in front of their cavalry archers, and every time you don't specifically tell your archers to shoot at something, they'll automatically attack the siege ram because it's the closest unit, which means that every time it fires at the siege ram, it's a wasted arrow.
That's just soaking up that damage. Okay, so it's just like a rolling wall.
It's a distraction. It's literally a distraction. You sit there so that they have to micromanage to stop you from... to stop those arrows being wasted.
Yeah.
If they don't micromanage, then your archers that you are micromanaging are going to just slaughter theirs. And you can use that as a way to sneak in the back of their base when they're not paying attention. So you did have a whole heap of them cocooned inside their archery range.
And they blossomed from their beautiful habitat to die. So I've got Tarkans. What are they?
So Tarkans are really good at raiding buildings.
Yeah.
Not so much against fighting other units. They're decent against infantry, but they're really, really good at just like sending them straight into the base and killing whatever's there.
Gotcha.
Building-wise.
What are they using as an attack? Is that fire?
Yeah, it's a little fire torch.
Gotcha. Hey, what are you shooting there?
So against my siege rams, you probably want to just spam something cheap from the barracks to try and kill it.
Gotcha.
But it's going to be pointless if the cavalry archers now.
Yeah.
In the area.
Nope. 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 That's mine. Nope. That's mine. What are you trying to do? Get rid of my farm? Nope.
So the reason why cavalry archers are typically preferred more than like paladins, even though paladins are stupidly powerful and just like wreck everything, is monks are really, really good at countering paladins because they're fairly slow to get to the unit, to the monk, and if you convert a paladin, you've just made a massive gold swap. So I mean, the monk's only 50 gold, the paladin's 75 gold, not including the amount of gold to upgrade to paladin.
Okay.
And then you've got a paladin fighting for you suddenly against their other paladin. So that much of a swap is significant. That's why people either use archers or scout cavalry to run down monks, because sending paladins against them, you're just going to basically bolstered their army.
Yeah, you're doing them a favor. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, so
and
clever.
That's why the fortress games typically come down to monk battles because everything you can just hide in behind walls and just start converting whatever comes near you.
That's so clever. Hey Ash, you're at the university, right? Do you really need to get rid of it? What about the blacksmith?
Pardon?
Do you really need to get rid of him? Do you have to?
I mean, I don't need to.
I'll do it for you. I'll save you the trouble there, buddy. Nope. Hey, no. Oh. Phyllis, run. Dodge, and weave. Dodge and weave. Zigzag. Ah. It's gone.
I'm pretty sure you can buy this one. Yeah. Oh no.
All right. I feel like I am in a good position. One of those like started from the bottom and now I'm here kind of things, you know? Yeah. No, I'm feeling really good about this whole situation. It's really good. Really good. Oh, should have done one of these ones, I reckon. Not that it matters. Yes. Run, sheep. Take my legacy with you. Not that way. Oh, it's gone. It's yours now.
So now, for me to sit on the town center is kind of stupid with cavalry archers. You can see they didn't do that much damage. Although, you know what, I'm just going to sacrifice them. Why not?
You are such a
They
shit.
can go do it.
There's literally like one dude in there. There's like one villager's like, no, don't do it.
Alright, I'm going to send my sheep over to your sheep on the far right hand side of the map and just like them sheep party.
Sheep on sheep part. This is my kind of party.
Take your one sheep here and just like taunt you with it.
Yeah.
Run your mother here.
This is a disgusting tactic, Ash. I can't believe that you would do this to me.
In a game against one of my friends, I actually had a really great moment where I sent a ship around the back of his base with a single villager, but because it had the flag on it, he thought that was where my army was. I sent another ship when his entire navy chased after that transport ship. I sent my 2 other transport ships full of villagers around the back of his base and just unloaded them, and while he wasn't paying attention, built a castle in the middle of his town.
Oh, you are such a twit. Do you know that? Do you know how much of a twit you are? Because you should. You're a pretty big twit.
Because he's just like, where the hell did this come from?
Okay.
So I should probably just...
Probably just put me out of my misery. I think that's what you meant to say. Oh no. I think
You just killed my sheep.
Yeah, I don't know why he died.
Because your tower hit it.
Wow. Alright, just checking out your place. Your place is a lot nicer than mine.
So you'll see my mill was right next to my berries. You'll see I've built my farms all around the base, so I haven't spread out from there. And you can see what I did with my archery ranges, barracks, and stables and everything to build my defensive line.
Yeah.
So that locks off that entire front of my base, because that was really the only main way into my base. And then later on I built castles and stuff and started walling it, but I didn't really need that.
Yeah.
So I could have used the university as part of my wall as well, but I decided to just chuck it back there. Built my forward town center to guard. There was stone and gold there, so that was a really good place to build it. It was also up on a hill,
Yep.
which means a lot less damage. I also had a really good place for a castle right next to that on a hill as well.
Yep, I see that one.
And then north of that, another great hill against that tree line, which was the only other opening up there.
Yep.
So I also had a really good map, which is kind of sucked for you. Interestingly, the main map pros will play is actually Arabia, because it is a fairly open map. So it means that you can't really sit back and turtle that much. You kind of have to be an open field fight.
Yep.
Okay.
So Huns Arabia is literally the bread and butter of Age of Empires at the moment.
Yeah, I can imagine why. It's so much little concern, especially with like nows and stuff like that. Plus their very transient battle style.
Yeah, so Huns having that, not having to build houses. First of all, you don't ever get housed. You don't ever have to go, oh crap, I can't train another unit until I build that house, which is incredible. Not having to spend the wood for it is fantastic, and cheap cavalry and archers, which is the best micromanagement units in the game. You can see why people play the Huns. But you've got to also work out the strategy for playing pretty much every other army in the game, which is, first thing, as soon as you start, you don't send your villagers to get those resources, you literally send them to build those first 2 houses, and then you start sending them out for resources. And then once you've trained, I think it's your 8th villager, you want to send that 8th villager to build another house, so that once your 9th and 10th villagers come out, you've already got the house and you can immediately continue going. So basically, when you're 2 population away from capping yourself, you want to start building that other house.
Okay.
Alrighty. But you did pretty good. I mean, for not knowing what you were doing, you did pretty good.
Why, thank you. Well, I did have some pretty good coaching, so thank you very much, Ash.
So you had 38 villages, which is actually really good. You just need to keep it pumping. You basically want your town centre to literally non-stop training villagers. You want to have 2 queued up in there at any one time. So as soon as one trains, you just start training another one, and it means there's literally no downtime.
Yeah, gotcha.
Which I kind of actually didn't do that myself, so I can't really preach the choir.
I understand. Oh wow, yeah. I'm just watching the timeline, and yeah, it's a pretty hectic drop right near the end there. Yep. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create another lobby, and I would like to try and get some of the Stormers on board to challenge you. So,
okay.
Yeah, I have a feeling, Ash, that you may be pretty okay. So if anyone wants to jump on, it's going to be the Gamestormers.
Well, the last time I did one of these games, it was a free-for-all battle, so it wasn't everyone versus me, but everyone immediately from the start of the game went, oh, we're gonna kill Ash straight away. And I'm like, okay, it's a 6-player game and every single player wants to kill me. I'm kind of screwed. So I did my typical Battlestar Galactica tactic of convince everyone that everyone else was more of a threat.
Oh, you are such a shit. Like, that's fantastic. But that's...
I got to the Imperial Age before anyone else, and I basically said, oh yeah, whoever gets to the Imperial Age first, after me, is going to be the one I attack. And one of my friends has immediately gone, oh crap, and cancelled his upgrade. He was halfway through advancing to the Imperial Age, and he was so terrified that I was going to attack him that he cancelled the upgrade.
Rookie mistake.
So yeah, it really was, because if he had have done that, it would have. Yeah, and one of his mates had have attacked me at the same time. I wouldn't have survived it. But yeah, it's just putting the fear of God into players.
And just watching them panic.
Typical Battlestar thing. You play mind games.
Oh, of course. What? That doesn't surprise me in the least. You goddamn silent. Quit downloading all my information. Alright. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to join this game, Ash, so if we're doing it for real, we've only got another like 15 minutes before the next stream, so it's probably going to be okay. It's probably going to fit right in. Anyone else? Last call for joiner-roonies. If you would like to jump in, please give it a shot. Ethiopians.
Yeah, and elite.
So this time's for realsies?
Yeah, I don't want it to be, but it's going to be.
All I can say is... Of course.
Yep, that's classic. Is there anyone who could like counter the Huns easily?
There's not really a hard counter to it. You want to kind of focus on things that will counter archery units. So skirmishers are fantastic for killing archers early in the game. If I start training shitloads of crossbowmen, you want to get 1 or 2 skirmishers out and start countering with that. If I start getting cavalry out, you want to get 1 or 2 pikemen. Early in the game, literally 1 or 2 pikemen will hold back cavalry.
Wow.
Early in the game, 1 or 2 skirmishers will hold back archers. Obviously, later in the game, it's not as significant and it's not going to work, but that early part of the game can make or break the game.
Gotcha.
So, for example, another strategy, rather than spamming archers to the start, I could spam scout cavalry.
Yeah.
They cost food, which is a bit of a bummer. Means I have to focus more on food and wood rather than gold.
Yep.
But they've got a lot more health on them. They're not very damaging, but they'll still do what they need to do. And so to counter that, you just build 1 or 2 pikemen and literally just have that 1 pikeman sitting at the resource that you want to defend. And the bonus damage that they get is so significant that it's just not worth it for me to try and get in there and attack 1 villager, because you'll kill half my scout cavalry for 1 villager. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth that risk. Okay.
And same thing for skirmishers. Now, the only downside to skirmishers are they're pretty damn inaccurate, so you want to kind of micromanage them a bit.
Yeah, gotcha. Do Ethiopians have good skirmishers, Ash?
Have a quick look through their stat tree. I'm not sure. I haven't
How do you do that?
Ethiopians in a very long time. So they're an archer civilization of their own, which is their archers fire 15% faster, which is crazy good. And the Shotel warriors, which is an infantry unit, if it's the one I think it is, they're really, really cheap, but pretty damn good, and they train fairly fast. Yeah, cheap infantry unit with high creation speed. Yeah.
Which one's that?
The Shotel warrior from the castle. They train like stupidly fast, and they're fairly cheap, and they're fairly fast units. Not a high amount of damage or anything, but for how cheap they are, who cares?
Yep. Oh wow, look at that.
Did you loot the miller?
I feel like I'm not going to last that long.
Did you get a quest?
Let's find out.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I might go the Byzantines because, Byzantine, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Byzantines, yeah.
Andrew mentioned them before, so.
They have a really good cavalry unit, the Cataphract. 1-on-1 against the Paladin, the Paladin will win. However, group versus group, the Cataphracts will win because of their bonus of trample damage. So they do a bit of an AoE damage.
Oh, wow, okay.
Kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Sounds
they also have decent archery. They don't get the Imperial Age upgrades, but the game might not last that long, so it doesn't matter. They have a good barracks, and they have a fantastic stables. So
that's cool.
a really all-rounder kind of army. They don't have very good towers, though. That's the bad thing. You can still get watchtowers, but you can't upgrade them at all. They've got a crappy monastery. Well, not crappy, an okay monastery. And they don't have bombard cannons, which is always sad.
Yeah, I like the old bombard cannon. Oh, Metric Dungeon said, I forgot you were playing AoE and just thought you were asking really strange questions about Ethiopians. How good do they fight, though? 1v1 an Ethiopian. Alright, let's start this game.
That's terrible.
Oh, God. Oh. I'm not ready. I'm not. I clicked ready, but I'm not. I'm lying. Yes, Murloc.
I mean, normally they also play on a small map rather than a large 8-player map.
Oh, okay. Well,
whatever works for you.
I know what I'm doing, Ash. That's my plan. You shippy-shap. Become my friend. Alright. I'm gonna try and remember what you taught me. And probably forget.
Yeah, so you want to prioritize food early on, obviously. Maybe 1 person on wood and 2 onto food. And then your first few guys you want to get onto food.
Yep.
And then probably about your 7th or 8th villager, you want to get to go to wood. And then basically maintain that same ratio, about 3 or 4 people to food, and then 1 to wood. And until you decide what you're going to do. If you're going to go cavalry, if you're going to go infantry, if you're going to go archers.
Yeah, gotcha.
At the start of the game, your best build is either cavalry or archers. Infantry, you only really go infantry if it's a counter to something else, or if you're playing something like the Japanese, who have some really insanely good infantry bonuses.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's
Another
see.
really good archery race is the Chinese. Their unique unit is kind of insane.
Okay. What is it? Just powerful archer?
They're called the Chokunu. Now, the reason why they're insanely powerful is kind of the oversight in their original coding, which they've deliberately not fixed.
Oh.
Pierce armor only affects the first shot from them, and they fire 5 shots. Well, 3 shots at first, and then you upgrade them to fire 5 shots. So every shot after the first one does full damage.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Which makes them actually incredibly good at taking out siege units, which they normally are crap at. The only downside is they are quite expensive, they're fairly slow moving, and the damage that they have base is not fantastic.
Okay.
That bonus of just pumping out so many arrows that ignore your armor is just insanely good.
That's awesome. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, I am just going gung-ho on this food. I think I should start getting some of that food.
I haven't actually found my second sheep at all. Which is weird. So you should have 2 sets of 2 sheep, remember, around your base somewhere as well that you want to kind of look for.
Yep. 2 sets of 2 sheep, you said, yeah?
Yeah, so you'll have your base set, which is 4, and then further out there should be 2 little groups of 2, and then eventually you'll find other random groups randomly around the base. But that's, on a standard map, that's what you always have.
Okay.
And you'll always have the berry bushes, and you'll always have 2 boar nearby as well.
So the boar, do they give more food than sheep?
Yeah, so if you click on your boar, it's about 450. I don't have one next to me at the moment, so I can't click on it, but I think it's about 400 or 450 food rather than the sheep.
Yep.
So it's a significant amount more food, and it means that they're not wasting time going back and forth between killing a sheep and collecting food.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it actually does make a fairly significant difference, which most people overlook. So if you haven't managed to find your sheep like I have, in this particular case, I haven't found mine.
Oh, hello.
So your scout should be around your base right now. You shouldn't be out this far.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to find you.
You don't want to do that until you find your resources first.
Oh, okay. See, that makes sense.
You want to know where your gold is. You want to know where your main gold is, which is the biggest pile. You want to know where your secondary gold is. And you want to know where your stone and the ways into your base are, and obviously where your sheep and boar are. You don't want to be wasting time scouting me out until you know what you've got and how you want to play the game. So if you've got a really open base, you don't want to be playing defensively. You want to play playing aggressive. So you want to get up to the feudal age pretty quickly, and you want to get those guys out to fight as soon as possible.
Gotcha. I think I understand. So find out what base you got, and judging by that, you're able to determine what type of playstyle you should do.
Yep.
So if it's very open, be like, fuck it, I'm going to become very aggressive and attack everyone that's close to me.
My main gold and my backup gold are both out on the front, which is crap.
Yeah,
like,
gotcha.
Really, really crap. They're also in really bad defensive positions as well, so I'm going to be playing aggressive.
Yeah. Understood, because there's no point in playing defensive because that would take too much. Yeah. Alright.
Like, where's the rooster?
So...
Where's the chicken?
So basically, by the time you get your second boar gathered, you should have enough food to go up to the next age. And you should be at about 21 population.
Okay. Still trying to find these boar.
I've timed this badly. You really want to start going to collect the second boar around about 50 food left. About 100 to 50 food left, depending on how much health. How far the boar is away from your base.
Yeah.
You want to wait till there's about 50 food left in the other boar so that you're not wasting time. So I've had my villagers standing around for a few seconds now because I didn't time it very well.
Gotcha.
That's my stupid fault.
Oh, man.
And it works to your advantage.
Andrew has a question for whoever's in the background there. Where's the chicken? We've heard about this chicken.
I just mollypopped the last one.
What chicken?
She was talking about a headed a chicken. So now we're Andrew's curious about the chicken and where it is. Hello, Khan Kamiloglu. I apologize for just murdering your name. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Age of Empires 2, which I suck ass at, and I'm playing with a what feels like semi-professional player, or maybe even fully professional player. What would you class yourself, Ash? Like, what's your history with AoE?
I did used to play competitively.
That's
so...
well, okay.
But that was a long time ago. I am very, very. I'm not up with the current meta. I'm definitely not up to my old speed. I'm making rookie mistakes that I wouldn't normally make.
Mate, that's not even a problem around me. Like, I am a rookie,
I also haven't
so
set up any of my hotkeys, so I'm building a lot slower than I would be. Just in general, doing things slower than I should be.
Gotcha. Andrew, thanks for the support. Speaking about murdering that guy's name, he's like, that's probably the only thing you'll be murdering tonight, Barry. Appreciate the vote of support. Hashtag polite stormers. You wait till I start playing MechWarrior Online and you see how much ass I will trample.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I unfortunately I don't have it installed, otherwise I would definitely be joining you. But you'd kick my butt.
Oh, I would absolutely just smush it against a wall.
Now, however, if we were to play Front Mission Evolved instead, which is my personal favourite mech game, I think I'd have you on the wall.
Well, you told me that you broke the you actually broke the leaderboards, right?
Yeah. So we were playing a game mode which was basically you and one other player go against wave after wave of NPC bots.
Yep.
And we worked out the perfect combination was not to destroy the bots as quickly as possible, which everyone else was doing, was actually to break every body part of the mech first and then kill it. This gave you the highest amount of points. And our score got so big that the scoreboard actually couldn't show it anymore. And we went into a negative score. We actually had one of the developers of the game contact us and go, how did you do this? Like, what tools are you using, kind of thing. We just explained it. We showed my teammate actually had recorded the game, and we showed him, and he's just like, oh, okay. And they actually removed the high scores from the game for quite some time, until they fixed the scoreboards. God,
that is insanity, Ash. That is. I can't believe you got the friggin' the devs to be like, okay, so what cheats are you using? And you're like, no. That's not actually what happened.
Look, I will not claim credit for that. That was 90% my teammate. He came up with the idea. It just worked stupidly well.
You were part of it, so you do not discount that.
He was the damage dealer. I was the guy with the heal sitting in the back.
Wait, so you can heal in Front Mission Evolved?
Healing was a key factor, like, because we weren't killing the bots as quickly as we could, we needed to be on top of our heals to keep ourselves alive. Gotcha.
Oh, this is a sad state of affairs. I'll do one of these ones. You all do that. You stop it, everybody. I know I told you to do it, but stop it. It's bad. Like, what are you doing? It's like, I know I told you to do it, but stop. I'm an idiot.
Don't listen to me, I am a moron.
Pretty much. Alright. So we'll get some of this going on. Okay. How you looking over there, Ash?
I'm in the feudal age.
Of course. Should I have expected anything less?
I'm about to start getting some archers, I think.
Okay. Here we go. We're getting some headway. Well, not really. I'm just trying to psych you out. See, I'm trying to do Battlestar tactics, but unfortunately, I've nothing to back it up with. I was going to talk trash until you come kill me.
Fair enough. I mean, like, that's a good battle strategy.
You watch out for my army. I've got so many people in it. they will make you hurt what a significant amount.
Alright, so see how you're building your houses in a big square like that?
Yep.
That is such a waste. You should be using that to wall off your base.
That's
you
my...
know that I'm coming in with archers. I also just found 2 of your sheep.
God damn it.
You know I'm coming in with archers, so use that pathetic little house there that's like a tent to block off my archers.
What I meant to do was... Well, I didn't actually mean... I'm absolutely lying. What I just saw myself doing, though, and I was like, that'd be a pretty good tactic, actually, would be to, like... if you... What if you, like, build a wall of them?
Yeah, so that's what you want to do. You want to build a wall rather than a big block of them. The big blocks, what's the problem there?
Let's have a look. What I mean is, like, deep as well, I should have said.
No, you don't really need to build it thick because you've got to remember it's a building, so my archers are doing 1 damage to it at a time. So
Gotcha.
it's going to take me forever to get through it, so there's no point in me wasting my time. I'm going to try and find a gap in your walls and go through there rather than go straight on in through the wall. Now, the great thing about that is you can use that to funnel my archers into towers, castles, obviously not this early in the game, but castles, and into your town center, which is what you really want to be doing, is getting stuck in that town center.
So that you cannot escape and they just pick you off over time. Gotcha.
Yeah, so you garrison your villages inside it, and then just murder the crap out of me with arrows. Because cavalry archers don't have very good PS armor, which means that they're weak against their own thing, basically.
Uh-huh. Hello. Oh, we're just building a small community here, don't mind us. And yes, Andrew, I do want to smush his butt. We love each other very much.
So, with that mill, you don't need a second mill. You can build farms around your town center. They will collect at the town center as well.
Gotcha. See, I was trying to do what you did, like, you know, you sort of overlap them. You had them around your town center and then going out to a mill.
Yeah, so I used the mill that was at my berries, rather than building a second mill.
Oh, okay.
Because the extra mill's not really worth it.
Understood. Oh man, I just realized that there's no point in making this house wall that I'm doing right now. Because the Age of Empire 2, like, detection, like wall detection and stuff, is kind of dodge, isn't it? Sometimes.
No, not really.
It feels like it is. Because, like, I'll build something. Oh, hello. I'll build something and then people just sort of fly straight past it. And I'm like, but I thought that was a solid... Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, so you've got to be careful. There are some things that looks like it's a wall, but it's not.
Gotcha.
So you got to kind of, like, once you think you've blocked off an area, send your villager through, and he'll basically confirm for you whether or not that is true or not.
Understood. Hey Ash, how's your army doing?
Yeah, pretty good.
I bet.
Stuff. They're walking around, doing things.
Doing army things, doing important army things.
Yeah, it's all kinds of army things, you know, like murdering and killing and...
Plotting and tacticking. Tacticking is a word, yep.
Yeah, tacticking is definitely a word.
It's like tic-tacking, but reversed.
To whoever disagrees with me.
You don't want that, guys. You do not want that. Sounds like someone's getting attacked. Thank you, wildlife. So we go. I just heard the word Silt Strider.
Yeah.
Is someone playing ESO?
No, Alistair's playing WoW.
Ah, gotcha. No! Hurry, buildings, hurry! Don't let him through. Oh, yeah, it's
see, that's a fantastic wall off, because that's keeping your stone safe. Actually, that's your gold, isn't it? So that's
yes.
Yeah, so that's keeping your gold safe, and it means that I now have to spend time going around your base to get into it.
Hey. So once I block off the bottom, I could just pretty much, like, make a V-shaped sort of funnel towards my town center, and that's it, really.
Or you could literally just wall off your entire base, and when you're ready to go out, you just delete one of your houses.
That's very cheeky.
Oh yeah, very much
Deleting a house, that's insane. Why do I keep building the wrong things? Oh my god. I just built a friggin' lumber mill in front of the gold. Like, shit, before I built a house next to the wood. And I was like, why is everyone going to the town center? Yeah, that was a very good reason for that. Alright.
Found a what? Cooking recipe.
You guys are just so... Andrew just said that he's did a Windows update and now his stuff's back to 1.7 megabytes a second as opposed to like 1.5 kilobytes a second, which is just...
The hell?
Like, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Like update his driver or something, or I don't know. I don't understand. You can't get me. I'm the gold boy. I'm the golden child. All right. That's it. It's time. Oh dear. I'll try something.
So I know that you've got no military at the moment, or if you do, nothing that's really going to pose much of a threat to me.
Yeah.
So I can literally just sit here at your main resources and control them.
Just like choke me out, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly right. And I'll win the game just by doing that, not by actually beating you, but by just making it so that you can't possibly compete against me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a scroll and I used it.
You son of a bitch. So that's the thing. Like, since I'm weak, I've got nothing. You could just do that, and there's literally no recourse.
So what you basically need to do is find ways to get your resources up. Get to the you're in the feudal age. Get some skirmishers out. Use them to fight for you.
Skirmishers.
Oh, yeah.
Like a spearman? Oh, I gotta upgrade to skirmishers, don't I?
Skirmishers from the archery range. They're bow spears, and they're really good at just harassing archers. It's the only way that right now that you're going to stand a chance at fighting me.
Gotcha.
Or build a stables and get a few scouts out. Archers won't do as good against scouts, but they also cost more than skirmishers do.
Gotcha. Understood.
So it's kind of what you want to play right now is what you want to get out to fight back against me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. You've already taught me a few really good habits, Ash. Like, for example, wow, mental blank. Keeping them garrisoned inside the building.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Until you get a bunch up, yeah. That makes such a significant difference. Now, obviously, right now, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen for you. You want to find your other gold and be using that. You don't want to have time where you're not using gold.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I never found the other gold.
Because I've now kept you off gold for like what, 2 minutes?
Yeah.
That's bad. That's really, really bad.
Gotcha. See, I feel
Because you've
like...
got to remember, this entire time I'm gathering gold, which means I'm getting gold units out.
Yeah, like I said, even just tying up my units, even if all your guys die, that investment
yeah,
is...
so all I need to do is start starving you of certain resources, and then I'll win by attrition.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you should be doing now, or what you should have done, the moment you see that there's an opening in your base, send a villager or two to build that palisade wall. It's worth it just to get...
Wait, what was that? Sorry, send a villager to...
build a palisade wall, block off the entrances, force me to go a certain way. So see how I just walk my crossbowmen into the back of your base?
Yeah.
You should have been building a wall probably between your mill and the tree line, and then keep a few villagers ready to immediately, the moment you see my crossbowmen come near your town center, just garrison them inside it.
Gotcha.
Because now I control your food, I control your wood line, and I'm basically surrounded you.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real way away from this. Like, hopefully, the outcome of this battle would be that I've got some, like, my guys garrisoned in there will just stick around in the town center. Your guys will be scared to approach. They may have to try and knock it down, but you could just...
Well, no, I don't. What I need to do right now is casually go build a siege workshop out the front of your base and then send in a few battering rams. What are you going to do to stop me?
Yeah, exactly right. I just have to like hole up and hopefully I'll make it through.
Well, no. What you need to do is kill off one group of my crossbowmen, or sneak a villager off somewhere to start walling it off, so that when you do swarm my crossbowmen, there's nowhere for me to go. You kill them off.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, at this point, there's pretty much nothing you can do.
Yeah, I think you've.
I've got the technology advantage. I've got the army size, and you left an opening for me to come into your base.
Yeah, like if I'd left that opening with some towers or something like that, that would have been okay.
The tower near your wood line, because you also had stone there as well, would have been pretty good. And if you had built that tower right, you know where the palisade you were just trying to build there?
Yeah.
You had to build a tower there, and then some palisades across to the stone. That would have been fantastic to hold your gold safe and to hold that front line.
Gotcha. So like, even just having anything in the way is going to be a big boon too.
Well, yeah, as I said, archers are crap at killing buildings, so literally anything that forces me to have to stop and shoot at it is going to just completely slow down, completely stop my push. I need to then send someone forward to break that building, because my archers aren't going to do it.
Yeah.
And that entire time you can build up to counter whatever you see is out the front of your base.
Because you're in full view, I can just be like, okay, they've got this many crossbowmen. He may have more coming, and I should react
like
accordingly.
You've got an idea of what I'm using. I mean, I'm obviously using archers. I'm playing the Hun, so I'm going to obviously go into cavalry archers after that.
Yeah.
So you want some skirmishers, because they're stupidly cheap and they're decent against archers. And you want to wall off your base until you can build up whatever you want to use to siege my base.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do to try and save your base is, if you had an army, send it to my base, because then I need to retreat and defend my base.
Yeah, gotcha. I'll give you a sneak out some infantry or something.
And so, see how you've got your archery range and your barracks right next to your town center?
Yep.
Don't forget, you can use those as walls. So you could have built that between the stone and the tree line, and that would have made a massive chunk of your wall already built for you.
Yeah, because it's significantly wider. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. And
you cheeky bastard.
Not that expensive. Yeah, I told you.
Like my villagers that are holed up inside of the town center, just watching the siege workshop go up and be like, "This is bad. This is very bad."
Yeah. So, like I said, like that's all I need to do. There's no point for me to risk putting my archers into your base, because you've got nothing to counter them.
Yeah.
You've got nothing that can come out and stop me from building this thing. So the house wall that you've built along here is fantastic, except there is one flaw to it.
The ocean?
You built a palisade there? No. Yeah, so this little shoreline here, you can actually walk across it, so you need to put a palisade there.
Gotcha.
Just to close it off. But yeah, it was the fact that your south side was completely undefended, so you should have had, while you were building the walls at the top, you should have also had someone building the walls down the bottom. You don't have to just build houses. You can build a palisade wall if you need to build it. It builds much faster than the houses does.
Yep.
It's just the houses are good to build in the meantime, or while you're building the walls, just to keep your population up.
Gotcha. Yeah, because it's a help to me and a hindrance to you, so it's a double-sided
exactly
thing.
Right. And I mean, if I kill one of your houses, oh no, you've got to spend 40 wood to build another one. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, it's not a biggie. Wow, your crossbowmen are out of my range of fire.
Yeah, because I've got the upgrades on them. So you've got a range of 6, I've got a range of 7.
You son of a bitch.
So what you could do is, if I'm attacking with archers, you can be a cheeky little bugger, and if I am using my archers to kill off one of your houses, you can just come up with some villages behind it and build another house behind it.
Oh, that's very cheeky.
Even if I do kill the villager, whatever amount of health that you've put on that house is now a whole other building that I need to get through. And then you can just build another house next behind that, and then another house behind that. By that time, you've probably got an army to just murder whatever's left. Yeah,
gotcha. Because I did see that, yeah, the archer shots really only do 1 damage, which is nothing. Like, you're like halfway through one house.
Yeah. So you can imagine how much of a significant slowdown it is just having walls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, obviously, if I went scout cavalry, it would be a bit faster, but still, it's still a significant slowdown.
Oh no, hey, all my guys came out. That's not cool.
Yeah, so because your town centre is almost dead, that auto forces them out. And
Gotcha.
Now I just have to pick them off.
Repair! Everybody, can't repair, out of resources. That's sad, isn't it? Dodge, zigzag, 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 zigzag. Oh, look at him! Look at him!
Yeah, so you can see how much of a thing it actually does, like dodging.
That's ridiculous! That is ridiculous! They were like full-on bullet dodging. That was some wanted shit. I see you like my archery range. You can't have it. What's that? Barracks? Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go? Oh, that one guy's just like, oh dear.
And that's your last guy.
Hey! Well played.
I recognize that music.
And yeah, so you can see, again at the front, I've built my buildings to block off the front entrance to my base. And
where are
then
you?
left the rest completely open. Like there's no point for me to do anything else. But you can see again, for me to defend my base just south of my town center, little wall there would have blocked off that south side.
Yeah.
You can see my gold and my stone were both at the front, so kind of a bit of a crappy wall off. So I had to build my buildings out the front, pretty damn far away from my town center.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal, but it works. So if I wanted to continue the wall off, I would have built it down in that the brown patch just below that.
Yeah.
Along the top's not so bad. I can build a wall between the two tree patches, but then there's that massive open area, which is why I decided to build that town center there, because as I said, the town center acts as a defensive building in all its own.
That is just
And that pretty much locks off my thing. The only way you'd come into my base then is all the way around the back, which slows you down significantly, and I could have walled that off if I wanted to as well. But there's no point. I knew that you will open up and just that I could just rush you.
Yeah, exactly right. You didn't have to worry about being defensive because you had me on the back foot.
Yeah, so you want to get up to feudal age pretty quickly, and the moment you get to feudal age, you just want to start training units. Anytime you're not training units is an advantage to your opponent.
Gotcha. Because they're obviously doing the same, and you've got to get that numbers game under control.
Yeah. So early on, if you've got a few units, even if it's just 2 or 3, it's not worth, if they're in my way, it's not worth it for me to try and pick off a villager. I need to try and kill off those units before your numbers match mine, because don't forget, when I'm at your base, it's much faster for you to reinforce your army than it is for me to reinforce mine.
Because you got to get them all the way back.
Whole field.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so if I've got, even if I've got 5 to your 2, I'm going to try and pick off your infantry, sorry, your units, in whatever engagement is beneficial to me. So, like, if I've got a hill, or if I get them off guard, or you're not paying attention at the time, I'm going to do that if I can. I'm not going to waste time trying to get a villager, unless I can try and sneak them around to your back while you're not paying attention, and kill off a villager there.
Yeah.
But in that time, you get a few more units out, you come at me with the same army size as me, and suddenly my push is completely pointless.
Yeah, exactly right. It's like null and void.
Yeah. So, most of the time when you push for the enemy base, you're not looking to fight their army, you're looking to fight their villagers and kill their villagers off.
Yeah.
And a great, if you know that I'm coming for your base, you can send off some archers back to my base, because it will either mean that I sacrifice losing some villagers, or I send my archers back. Either way works well for you.
Yeah.
And if you've got a skirmisher or 2 to stop my archers, or if you've walled off your base, you're going to have the advantage there.
Gotcha. Because you're going to have a hard time penetrating that.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a hard time getting into your base to kill off what I need to kill off. If you've built a tower on your gold, or if you've got 2 skirmishers or 3 skirmishers sitting at your gold, immediately it's a bad idea for me to engage that and try and kill your gold. And obviously I'm going to go for your gold first, if I can.
Yeah.
Your wood line's your next best bet, and I'm not going to go for your food early on, because if it's built all around your town center, which is where you want to build your first farms, they always want to be around your town center because it's the safest point.
Yeah,
And
well
it means
protected.
you've always got 8 guys waiting to immediately go into the town center and defend.
Yeah, gotcha. So it's like, not only is it beneficial to you, but it's also a great defense. It's a defensible position plus defense.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm never going to try and pick off your food early in the game, because it's just not worth it. I'm going to go for your wood line, and I'm going to go for your gold. As soon as I control those, it's pretty much game over for you. All you can do is train food units from there.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha.
which is villagers or scouts, or if you've got actually you can't even get militia out because they're gold. So it's literally just villagers and scouts.
Wah, wah. That was
Alrighty.
that was a thorough poleaxing, Ash. But thank you very much for teaching me the ways, and also welcome to Dimension. Salty stations to you, sir.
You got a good villager count. You got 23 villagers, which is not bad.
Yep.
It just means that you probably had times where your town center wasn't training villagers, which you want to. The only time you want to not be training villagers is when you're researching an upgrade. That's literally the only time. Otherwise, you want that town center to be constantly pumping out villagers.
Yeah, because you literally can't make them whilst they're upgrading, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you basically, once you've got about 10 villagers, you want to research Loom and go get your boar. Then you want to get to about 21 villagers, research Feudal Age. Then you want to get to around about 28 villagers and go up to Castle Age. It depends. If you're playing for a long Feudal Age game, you can literally just go up to like 80 villages before going to Castle Age, which I've seen happen before.
Yeah. There's so much tactics.
Yeah,
it's all about like learning what to do, you know, like learning how to.
Exactly right. Yeah, it's reading the field, reading the battlefield.
Battlefield. Alrighty, well, I am going to thank you very much for your tutelage, Ash. That was fantastic, and thank you for showing me the way to actually to destroy an opponent bit by bit. I did learn some good habits, like especially knowing that I could garrison units inside the barracks or whatever that they're made from, so that you can just sort of burst forth when someone comes in, which was really nice.
So one thing I'd suggest doing is playing a few skirmish games against a low-level AI at first.
Yep.
Just not so much to attack him, but more to practice the building of working out when you should send a unit to do something. So when you should send a villager to go get more gold, when you should send it to go get that boar. Remembering that you should always be scouting with your scout. Like knowledge is power. So knowing your base and then knowing your enemy's base are very important. So knowing when you need to, you've got the resource, you've found all the resources around your base, and it's time to go off and go attack now, or go scout the enemy base, is important as well. So it's worth practicing that against the low-level AI, just so you're not worrying about them attacking you, and you're just getting that practice down. And then you can practice on Radiant as well. So rather than just waiting till late in the game like a lot of people do when they're playing against AI, and then just swarming them with huge armies, attacking them with like 3 to 5 archers, and just watching that you can completely kill a player off just with 3 to 5 archers if they're not fighting back properly.
Yeah, gotcha. Just like having that, like you said, that constant harassment and that the resource deprivation is just lethal. Like, you know, you only send a small force, a small token force, and I think they upgraded whilst they were at my base.
Yeah.
And
So as soon as I hit Castle Age, I research crossbowmen because, as I said, it's cheap, it's fast, and the boost that it gives is so significant that it's literally stupid not to do it.
that was awesome. Alrighty, Ash. Well, I think this is a good time to leave the first stream, so I am going to get everything prepared, have a little bit of a bite to eat, a pre-dinner, if you will. And
I will join you on the watch instead.
Sounds lovely. I look forward to not being beaten to a pulp by you, and in fact being watched and supported by you for once.
Well, I hope you practice, and I hope next time we have an engagement, you've put those teachings to work.
We're gonna have to have a rematch and see how I weigh up. I am actually gonna try and better myself as a tactician and see how that works out.
I look forward to it. I'll see you later.
Alright, I'll see you later, and I'll see everyone here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Just get everything prepared, make sure it's all working well. And if you have Mech Warrior Online and you have it installed, feel free to join me in the game. I'll be jumping on Discord for a call to arms, and we'll make a lance up and we'll start playing some game together. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again, Ash, and I'll see you soon on the next stream. See you, everybody. Have a good time, and thanks for watching me die really slowly with Ash.